They're going to hold a version of the senior games in August, and so that's a good start. And so I would like to see something happen here in Muskegon, and I think we can do that this year for some event.
Okay. So picking up on that, you've been in contact with the Joe Foreman at the Convention and Visitors Bureau for Muskegon County, and I'm sure she'd be very supportive. She's a very energetic person and likes to see things happen, good things.
Yes. Jill is a great person and a great advocate to what we're trying to do. You know, there's a lot of people who are just waiting for something to happen and then they'll get on the bandwagon, but this community has a way of pulling together, and really there's so many festivals going on, and so there's a lot of people who know how to do this, and I'm sure we're going to get it done.
Yeah, there sure are a lot of festivals. Yeah, some very knowledgeable people. So let's take off on a different area for a minute.
Sure.
You want to get involved and you start training, you maybe come to one of your information sessions. Are there fees involved? I mean, do you have to register? Do you have to be a member of an organization? How does that work?
Okay. There is a registration process, and the registration books will be sent out from the corporate office in the first week of February. And in that packet will be the schedule of events. The Olympics for '09 begin on the 5th of July and run through the 11th of July. And so the training that's going to go on, the Senior Olympic training, I will probably hold that like in April, when we can get outdoors and use some of the outdoor facilities, and that's when we'll hold like 3 or 4 different sessions where people can kind of get a feel for it. If people are going in for the first year, it can be a little bit intimidating because there's so much going on, but I want to just ease their mind that this is really kind of easy. So you register, you pay your dues of $25, and if you want to go to the banquet, that's $10. It's not a bad price.
Sure.
And then if you go into more than one event, either single or doubles, like tennis and racquetball and pickleball now, the fastest growing sport with seniors, then there are additional fees. But this goes to promote the Senior Olympics. There's a lot of overhead that goes on, and so it goes for a good cause. And we are always looking for businesses, companies who cater to age 50 and over, and they may want to be a sponsor, and they certainly can for the Senior Olympics.
Well, it certainly sounded like none of the fees are cost prohibitive for most folks.
No,
and
that's
like
right.
you say, try to cover expenses and keep it going. And
exactly.
Do you end up having major sponsors for the state and other ancillary events? Or?
In the whole city usually comes up with 2 or 3 or 4 major sponsors. In this case, in Rochester and Auburn Hills, it happens to be Oakland University and the hospital over there, name escaped me at the moment, Crichton. They are a major sponsor. And then you have your other ones that go along with that. Usually if you look at the stores that are in your local community, the chains, you will find that they will do that. And I might mention that I got sponsors for my efforts, and I was greatly appreciative of local businesses. So they didn't know me from Adam, and that sponsored me, and it was just great.
Did one of them give you that sweatshirt? All right, that's a joke.
No, but I was told not to wear the green and
gold.
You
tell I'm a Buckeye?
They said if you come in here again, have on something that belongs to Michigan. So, but anyway, it's a fun thing. It's just a real fun. And just from my going around and soliciting for sponsors last year, these sponsors knew nothing about the Senior Olympics, and now they were waiting for it. I get calls. When are you going to stop around for this year? So you're going to go in? Of course I'm going to go in. And so it just now it's becoming, more of a togetherness, and it's just really neat. I took pictures of all the sponsors with my medals, and I don't know what they did with them, but I gave them out.
Well, that's great. We were chatting about what happens. you train locally, and you participate in some ancillary events, and either regionally or here in town, and then you go to the state competition, which, as you indicated, is going to be in Rochester
Right.
for the next few years. You win there, you go on to the national games. You
Yes.
automatically qualify.
Automatically. And then have from the national, the international games.
Okay.
And those are held anywhere from Australia to Puerto Rico, Hawaii. Maybe we can even get those games here in Muskegon, I'm not sure. But there's a long history that this is really a well-recognized icon when you talk about Senior Olympics and the people that are involved. And I don't know how many athletes are going to be out in California, but I'm sure it's going to hit about 5,000. And that's a lot.
You know, I just thought of another thing that's really interesting about promoting this is that Muskegon is turning into a wonderful place to retire. I mean, people are recognizing that the lifestyle here it's a great place. You don't want to leave in the wintertime. You stay here year-round.
Exactly.
That's what I plan on doing.
Exactly. Yes.
So this would be a great complement to that. More activity and opportunity for growth. And
that's a good point and an excellent
staying
point.
healthy.
Yes, indeed. Very healthy. You had mentioned one other thing, Bill, about the facilities to train. I do have the facilities where people can go with me and to train, both indoor and outdoor. I do use Mona Shores High School. I am going to try and get on a indoor track team, and I think I have to probably travel to Grand Rapids to do that. But there are open events for college just to get the feel of it, get back in the groove. But there are places I train indoors. I train at Lakeshore Sports and their soccer field, and I train at Shoreline Soccer. And so I'm very fortunate, I'm able to train year-round. And these people who would want to have an interest are certainly welcome to join me at these places.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. I've been talking with Jimmy O'Hearn, affectionately known in the area as JimmyO, and he's the ambassador for the Michigan Senior Olympics and gold medal winner, and at age 70 has got a pretty good stride on him. I wouldn't want to race him. And you're hoping to promote Senior Olympics here in Muskegon and get it going and get people excited about it. And I think that's a very worthwhile goal. I appreciate you taking the time to come here on campus and talk about it, and wish you all the very best.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure, Bill.
Okay. And I'm Bill Locksterman from Muskegon Community College, and I appreciate you tuning in.